lot of people know about mold, but they don't know the impacts of mold, especially related to the commercial space. So I wanted to really touch on.
Yeah, so that's a good question. So residential, you're living in your house nonstop all the time, right? So if there's a sudden water event, you're normally going to catch it unless you're going on vacation.
Correct.
In Florida, residential and condos, we call them snowbirds, right? So they'll leave and they'll come back and there'll be a vent, there'll be no power in their condo, and next time back they have mold, right?
Yeah.
Kind of the same thing with commercial, especially the bigger buildings. You're not always going into some rooms, right? So the three biggest things I would say is, one, is if there isn't a water event in a commercial building, a lot of times out of sight, out of mind can be your worst enemy.
Yeah.
Even though you've got it off the floors, now that water's wicked up and trapped in the walls, and there's no way to get it out, right? So that's a big one. Two, I would say slow leaks.
Slow leaks.
Slow leaks.
Yeah.
So like if it's an HVAC leak behind a wall or a dripping pipe behind a wall, any time of you see discoloration, that's a big sign that you got something bigger going on behind the wall. And then three, this can be pretty big too, is humidity based.
The common causes of mold that are different from a commercial property versus compared to a residential.
It needs two things to grow. It needs a food source and it needs water.
Yeah.
And relative humidity is part of that process of mold.